Welcome back to the big show. I don't know if you guys knew this, the most vital organ and the one that keeps us alive is
the heart.
It is the heart.
Ticker.
It's the ticker. It's the big muscle that pumps all the blood around. We need to make sure that we take care of it. So new research also reveals women who have strong female friendships live longer and are happier.
Okay, so this is all coming together. The Minneapolis Heart Institute Foundation hosts an event each year. The goal is to promote female friendships and in turn, female heart health. So joining us today to talk about the event is the CEO of the foundation, Kristine Fortman, and heart patient Missy McGough. Hi, ladies.
Hi,
Welcome.
ladies. Thank you
Thanks
for being here.
This is great.
Yes. Okay. So, Chris, let's start with you because I do want to dive into this whole idea of like relationships because I think we've heard that about centenarians and people who live longer. It's a sense of community.
Blue zones.
Blue zones.
Oh, yeah.
But this big event is also really, really important. It's called the Hope, Health, and Heart event. What is this all about?
Yeah, well, the Minneapolis Heart Institute Foundation hosts this event every year. So we're a nonprofit organization dedicated to heart health through research and education. It's lifting up everyone's heart health, but what we know is that women's heart health is a little behind. We need more research. We need to make sure we're listening to women and we're treating women. So this event, Hope, Health, and Heart, is all about educating women, bringing women together in a sense of community, folks like Missy, and having a panel of physicians that we can comfortably have a discussion with. And in addition to that, it's everything that makes up a great girls' night out. It's shopping, it's really good food, it's drinks, and it's community.
That's really cool. And I think, you know, you've long been trying to overcome that sort of idea that we all have of this like clutching the chest, heart attack, you fall over, which we know that for women, the symptoms can be really different. So Missy, I'm excited that you're here so that you can tell us your perspective and your story. What happened to you?
My journey started about 6 years ago. It was actually through my dad that we found out he had a genetic heart condition. And because I'm in the nursing field, when he told me this information about these rhythms that he needed to have assessed, I said, absolutely, we need to follow through with this. After some more testing and imaging, it was found that he had a genetic heart condition called ARVC, which can cause irregular heartbeats and rhythms and also cause a cardiac arrest.
Wow.
It was genetic, so my brother and I both had to be tested, and we were found to have the mutation in the heart as well.
Okay.
I had never had any symptoms before. I felt great. I played sports all my life. Nothing out of the usual for us. So after some testing, it was decided from my cardiologist that I needed a defibrillator.
Wow.
So I got a defibrillator placed to help prevent any of these things.
And that's placed inside of you?
Yep, I have it right on my side here.
Okay,
Yep.
wow.
So it was a day procedure, and out of the hospital the next day, and it was there if I ever needed it. And about 3 years ago, I needed it.
No way.
No
What
way.
happened?
So we had a great day. We're out with the kids, playing, traveling like we normally do, and came home. I was feeling okay because I've never had any major symptoms. And all of a sudden, I sat down and I looked at my son, and I thought he had pushed me, and my defibrillator had gone off. So I went into the hospital and spent about 5 days there. And after several imaging and adding medications to my regime, I was on my way and started living the rest of my heart journey with the new meds that were going to help me have this not happen again.
What
Yeah.
a miracle, though.
No, this is, I mean, so scary to have that happen.
Very
but,
scary.
But you have to like thank, you know, so many people for getting to the point where you went and got tested and you
Yes.
got the defibrillator put in
Yes.
your body. So it did save your life.
It did.
What experiences have you had with other people that share maybe not the same story, but a similar story about getting their heart checked out and finding something?
Yeah, I have met a lot of people through this event with Chris and all of them now. It's been great because I felt really alone. I'm pretty young.
Yeah.
I live a relatively healthy life. And so a couple other ladies had similar events where you could just talk to them and bounce things off. And how did you feel after it happened? Because emotionally, you're very drained too from all of this. And it was very nice to be able to share that. And I had a great group of girlfriends that helped me through this, and family and other friends, and was able for them to see, like, this is a real thing. Like, this can really happen to us if we don't pay attention to our numbers.
Right.
And the way we're feeling, or genetics that can play a huge part that you don't get to see that every day. It's not just laying out there for you. You have to kind of dig for those things.
Right. I mean, and Missy has the genetic situation. A lot of people don't, Chris.
Correct.
So really then lifestyle is a huge impactor here, genetics or not. What are some of the things that, actionable things that people can do to really be on top of their heart health, particularly women?
Yeah, well, I do. I encourage women to be proactive and have a pretty solid voice. So talk to your doctor about your heart. Even if you don't think you have anything, it's preventative, it's understanding your numbers, like Missy said, cholesterol, blood pressure, for sure family history is critical. So those are some really actionable items that people can do. And at this event, that's what's beautiful, is people will ask their questions. Everybody has a different story, and you're like, oh, I'm going to talk to you over there. I had something like that. And people really do come back year after year, and it's almost like a reunion.
Yeah.
It is.
So how does this work then? I have to imagine that even though it's a scary conversation, Missy, especially you mentioned you have kids. Like,
Yeah.
how does that all trickle down to them and their education? And how do you tell them about what's going on with you in sort of a safe way?
Yeah, that's been a very hard topic with our family, as my brother has the mutation as well too, and eventually we will keep doing more research and understanding more through foundations as this one, and telling our kids eventually one day what we need to do for the next steps for them. Really just trying to live your life as normal as you can. My kids always just thought it was a camera that took pictures. And one day it took a really big picture, and they were great when it happened. They were both by me, very scared, but we just talked through it and what was happening, and that I was okay, I was safe. And it was really hard for them when I was in the hospital, but they knew that I was coming home, and we don't put wrong words with it. We label what it is, but we also just try to keep it in a good light that you can keep living with this. There are things and new research for it all the time.
Brave Mama Bear, thank you so much.
Yes.
Well, thanks for filling us in. This was really helpful.
Yes.
And also just a reminder, like, the more you know about your genetics and what's going on in your body.
Even if you think you're a healthy individual and there's nothing wrong,
Right.
you should just go get checked out.
Just still know. Good.
Really
Yeah,
should.
thank you guys so
Nice
much.
to meet you. Okay, so we've got the details for the Hope, Health, and Heart event happening Tuesday, August 12th. If you want to sign up, you want to go, you want to learn more about the Minneapolis Heart Institute Foundation and how to prioritize your heart health, head over to our website. It's twincitieslive.com. We have all the details posted for you there.
All right, you guys, when we come back, I know that you guys know this, but it's worth mentioning again, the Twin Cities Live calendar is back for another year. We're going to tell you where you can find the Twin Cities Live Baker's Dozen when we get back.